What's going on, guys? It's noname4505 here, and we have some OU suspect laddering. This is a post-narrated replay because I was laddering and I wasn't recording when this match was going on. And this is against Z right here, who at the time we had this match, I think he was around 11th on the ladder. He's since dropped, but he was pretty high, so that's the main reason why I'm showing this off right here. And I'm using a similar team that I used in the last live, except I have Assault Vest by Sharp over the Aegislash because I just wanted to try it out. And yeah, let's just get the game started here. So he's going to end up leading Heat Rand here, as I'm going to lead Glacecore to try and deal with his Breloom, since Breloom Focus Sash lead usually leads. But I guess he wanted to keep it in the bag for my Bisharp. So unfortunately I have to go to Latios right here because Balloon Train threatens me out, and I don't have anything like U-turn to break his balloon. I just have Earthquake and not another attacking move. So he's going to go for the HP Ice and do a buttload to me. I'm just going to go right for the Psyshock right here because his switch was pretty obvious, and Psyshock was my best play to go for if I didn't want to switch directly into Scizor, but I didn't think he would switch directly into Scizor, just in case I did have the HP Fire, or Surf could do a lot if I was Specs. So, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to end up going out to a Boundless Snow as he goes out to Scizor, predicting that. Wasn't necessarily my best play, but I just decided, you know, let's get Hail up. That Scizor switch was pretty obvious, to be honest. That's why I said it's not my best play. And then, once again, I make a really dumb, obvious play and just go right out to Glacecore when my Glacecore or Heat Rand switch is obvious. So Knockoff was definitely the better play there. The best play that he could have made, and now I don't have my Toxic Orb. So I just go for the Toxic because I thought he might want to switch out to Rotom right there, or Latios, or even Dragonite, but mainly Rotom or Latios. But at the end of the day, he just ends up staying in, which is a respectable play. And I'm just going to go for the Earthquake right here, trying to get some chip on him, as he does just go right for the Sword Dance. I was contemplating going for Taunt right there, but I figured that since he went right for the knockoff right there, that he might not be a Sword Dancing variant, which is what I was really worried about. If he was a utility set, I really didn't care. But since I guess he just predicted my switch there, which is why I went for the other knockoff, and then when he decided, or when he figured out that I was just going to stay in there with my Glacecore, he went right for the Sword Dance, but I taunt him, and then I just end up pulling the switch to Heat Rand right here. And I'm just hoping he doesn't have superpower. I saw Sword Dance, Roost, and Knockoff and Bullet Punch, so I know he doesn't have the superpower at this point, so my Heat Rand's pretty safe. He just goes for the knockoff, knocks off my lefties, and does a buttload to me, but I am able to take him out with the Lava Plume, which is really good for me because Mega Scizor does cause some problems to this team, especially since my Heat Rand is heavily weakened and my Glacecore does not have its Toxic Orb. So he's going to go out to Latios right here. Surf or Earthquake is incoming, so I'm going to go out to Assault Vest by Sharp, but he ends up pulling out the HP Fire, which it's not too common on Latios, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it does OHKO by Sharp when they want to switch in, and Scizor, so it's not too bad, but I'm just not the biggest fan of it, because I think that Surf is better in most instances. So I'm just going to go to Boundless Snow. I go out to Heat Rand right here. I think I was... why did I go with the Heat Rand? That made no sense, to be completely honest. Maybe I predicted his Heat Rand, but I should have still just gone right for the Ice Shard. I don't know. Rotom Wash didn't make much sense of a switch in either. Like, if he should have just gone out to Heat Rand unless he was like sacking. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to keep his balloon intact, which is why he sacked Rotom Wash, but I don't know. I'm just going to go out to Latios right here after he ends up killing my Heat Rand, but I do get my rocks up, which is good. I didn't expect that, but he's running low speed IVs, so my Heat Rand does get a bit of a jump on him, plus my Heat Rand runs a little bit of speed creep to outspeed the Mega Scizors that try and speed creep up on 0 speed Heat Rand, but I don't know. And yeah, I just get my rocks up. Like I said, his Rotom goes down to my Latios, which Latios is definitely a big threat to his team right now. I'm just going to go to Glacecore to sack as he goes out to his own Heat Rand right here, and I normally would have gone for the Surf, but like I said in my live, I had Earthquake on there because the original creator of the team had Earthquake, even though I think Surf is a better option for this team. And I forgot to change it, so fortunately I still have Earthquake, so I have to switch out of there with Latios, but switching out was still probably my better play. Gets up his rocks as I just go to Gliscor for fodder, like I said. And I'm going to end up taunting this Latios in on the switch, which is pretty good. And he's just going to go for Psyshock, doesn't KO me, which allows me to get a Toxic off on him. And I'm going to try and Toxic stall him a little bit because I'm a Gliscor and that's what I do. And getting chip on this Latios is definitely going to be beneficial for me. And I think I'm just going to try and pull off a double protect right here, but it's going to fail, which is to be expected, to be completely honest. But it doesn't matter. You know, the more chip that I got on there, the better. So Gliscor did alright despite having its Toxic Orb knocked off. But now Breloom is definitely going to be a problem because my only thing to eat up a Spore is weak to Mach Punch. So since he has HP Fire, I know that my Latios can come in and outspeed and just KO his Latios with the Psyshock. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I don't want my Abominable Snow taking any damage from the Stealth Rock coming in, and I don't want to defog away the rocks, so his Dragonite ends up getting its multi-scale broken. And the Extreme Speed comes in, and I can definitely try and win with Keldeo right here, but I end up going out to Keldeo because I don't want the Extreme Speed damage on my Abominable Snow. It's kind of a misplay, but Abominable Snow or Keldeo does kind of win, so I'm just going to go after Icy Wind right here. And if he goes out to, he ends up making a huge misplay right here and goes out to Heat Ram because he thinks I'm choiced, because almost all Keldeos are choiced on the ladder and in general, but I am built, so that ends up costing him the game right there, pretty much. He's going out to Breloom right here though, and I thought I choked this away at this point though, because even though he foddered off Heat Ram, found out that I'm belted, he's just going to go for the Mach Punch. Mach Punch has a 100% chance to take out my Keldeo. So I'm going to go out to Abominable Snow right here. And I did the calc for this and I thought it's game. So I didn't even bother going for Ice Shard right here because Ice Shard wouldn't have taken out Breloom, and the calc said that Mach Punch had a 100% chance to take out Abominable Snow, but I ended up living. I was like, oh my god, how did I do that? But it turned out in the calc, the calc had Breloom with Life Orb automatically. So I end up actually being able to live because he's Focus Sash, and I can just go right for the Blizzard and take him out and very narrowly win. So despite standard bad narration, it was still a pretty good game. We only do one take around here, so it's gonna be how it is. And yeah, again, have a good day and peace.